There's been a lot of Assassin's Creed rumors recently, and right now the future of Assassin's Creed is looking either very hopeful or either very disappointing. And basically, we're going to be just having a look at the recent rumors of what Assassin's Creed could be. There's so many rumors that it is impossible to define. Let's address the first rumor, which is Assassin's Creed Rift. Now, I've been a long-time fan of Assassin's Creed. I think Assassin's Creed going to 8th century Baghdad during the golden age of the Abbasids is a fantastic time period to go through. It's the period of the most brilliant ruler in Assassin's Creed history. Well, not in Assassin's Creed history, but just in medieval history. Harun al-Rashid, who presided over a really golden age that his kingdom or his empire was known for during this time. And I think 8th century Baghdad is going to be great because, one, it returns to the series roots. We will not be having an open world, but I don't really believe Ubisoft on that front. We will be having some sort of open world, maybe something similar to Assassin's Creed Rogue in a way. I don't think the map is going to be small. I don't think the map will be, drastically reduced. There's still going to be elements of RPG elements somewhere across in this game. You will have, of course, more city-based combat. You will basically have something like Unity, a smaller open world but with lots of more quests, etc. And we don't know how Assassin's Creed Rift is going to shape out. Assassin's Creed Rift has already been delayed for a couple of months, but it will still release next year. Everything will depend on the release. Everything will depend on how well the story, the actors, the voice acting, everything is done. But I think Assassin's Creed Rift could be awesome because if it's 8th century Baghdad, perhaps we could go back to looking at some of the ancient ruins of ancient Babylon, and I think that would be a really interesting thing to discover as well. Now, of course, the rumors had been that there would be an Assassin's Creed in the Aztec Empire, although Jason Schreier has said right now that it's not possible. I think it would be really amazing if it happened. It would be a fantastic setting for the Assassin's Creed. Now, let me tell you what I think about Assassin's Creed Infinity. I think it's going to be a single player experience. So that time period could be ancient Rome, but ancient Rome, you're talking about at least 1,000 years of history with ancient Rome. You're talking about the Byzantines, you're talking about Caesar and Julius Caesar and Cleopatra, you're talking about Majorian, you're talking about Aurelian, you're talking about so many different time periods within the history of ancient Rome. And I don't know about it. I don't know whether we will get a big game in ancient Rome in the future, which is one video that I'm going to be talking about where we will discuss why there should be an Assassin's Creed game set in ancient Rome. Because ancient Rome, I think, is the perfect time period to revitalize the entire Assassin's Creed franchise, in my opinion. But, going back to this topic, yes, we will get different time periods that perhaps Assassin's Creed can't do. And I think Ubisoft might be able to do well. And I was watching a video of Luke Stevens where he said that Assassin's Creed Odyssey had a great open world and every nook, crook and cranny, every nook of it basically had a story to tell. And what they did in Valhalla was that they expanded it too big when the map didn't need too much expanded. So if it's Assassin's Creed Infinity, what we need is a game with DLC that tells great stories, great telling, and that the open world isn't bloated. Every part of the open world should feel that I am immersed into it, that I am not playing simple fetching quests all the time. And if that's the case, then let's go for Assassin's Creed Infinity. I think Assassin's Creed Infinity could be great, but my only reservation is, how am I going to play this game online? How will I be able to play it single player? Because there are a lot of players that like playing it single player. So let's see what Assassin's Creed Infinity is going to be. And finally, all of this stuff was of course revealed by Jason Schreier, of course on Reddit and all different leaks and whatever. I'm not here to discuss that stuff. There are plenty of great YouTubers out there that do that stuff. I'm basically here to tell you my thoughts on what I think the next Assassin's Creed series could be. And basically, Assassin's Creed is a series that is special. It's a series that, plenty of people are passionate about, plenty of people criticize it. I think Assassin's Creed going to Tenochtitlan, it would be an absolutely amazing experience. We'll be able to see Mesoamerica, we'll be able to go into, the Mayan Empire, we'd be able to see the entire civilization as it was in its entirety. And I would really like to see Assassin's Creed Aztec Empire, but realistically it's going to be more of a DLC, perhaps for Infinity. That's my estimation. But, at the end of the day, it depends. We just have to wait and see what's going to happen in September. And in the meanwhile, I think the future of Assassin's Creed? Questionable. We don't know what exactly going to happen, but it feels like there's something good coming on the horizon. Everything will depend on what's going to happen, and let's see what happens at the end of the day. I am looking forward to Assassin's Creed Rift, but with Infinity, I'm not looking forward to it yet until I get enough information that says, yes, this is worth it, this is what you should get. Because it's going to be live service, there's going to be multiplayer, there may be an element of a subscription, and as someone that likes to play Assassin's Creed with single player games, that just prefers to go out and buy a game and play it without having to pay too much for DLC, which is nowadays, of course, a bit difficult to do. So, no games are complete these days, because if any game comes out, that's going to have 2-3 years of support. And don't just think that Assassin's Creed Rift is going to be one game. Assassin's Creed Rift is going to be a title with 2 to 3 years of support. So there's that included as well. But look, if Assassin's Creed Infinity can revisit older periods, can get some of the old cast back, maybe get Haytham, maybe get Arno, maybe cover those aspects of Assassin's Creed that were never explored. Perhaps have a mission of Arno in Paris and with Shay Patrick Cormac. Why not have that? Why not have those missing elements? Why not have Ancient Rome? And in a couple of videos, I'm going to be discussing why I think Assassin's Creed should go back to the ancient time period and we should go to Ancient Rome. And why I think Ancient Rome would also be a fantastic setting to bring back more stricter Assassin's Creed lore, etc. I think Ancient Rome would be perfect. Why we should go to Ancient Babylon, etc. But those are my ideas. And look, at the end of the day, we're all Assassin's Creed fans. I want to know your opinion in the comment section down below. And let's start talking. Let's have a look at what you think the next Assassin's Creed is going to be, where it's going to be, what it is, what are your thoughts, what are your likes, dislikes, etc. Let me know and let's have a good conversation. In the meanwhile, let's make sure that we get this video to great many views. Don't forget to leave a like, share, comment and subscribe. And I will be discussing more about my future ideas for Assassin's Creed. See ya.